So thank you, Margarita, for showing me that wonderful recipe.
You're welcome.
So like I said last night, I came up with what I think is a really good sauce, and it's going to accompany a stuffed pork loin. So I'm going to show you that part first. We're going to throw it in the oven for about 45 minutes through the magic of Hollywood. It'll be done in just like that.
Okay.
And then I'll show you the sauce. So what I have here is this is center cut pork loin.
Okay.
And what I like to do is I'm going to butterfly it, so I'm going to cut it into threes because I'm going to lay it out so that we can stuff it. So I'm basically going about 2/3 of the way down and just cutting across. Almost. This is the key part. If you go too far, then you kill it.
Then you have two pieces.
Right.
Okay.
So almost all the way through.
Okay.
And then this would be double the size of this, which it is. And then we're just going to do the same thing with this. We're going to continue with that cut. We're going to bring it all the way right to the end.
Okay.
And then there you go. That's your,
perfect.
That's your pork loin. So the stuffing I have, it's a cornbread stuffing.
Okay.
So I've taken cornbread, but I made it really holiday-ish.
Okay, is that pomegranate?
Yes, very good. Okay. So I have dried pomegranate seeds in there. I have dried cranberries. I have spiced pecans, serrano peppers, red pepper, onions, the cornbread, and a little bit of pomegranate juice. So it's a little spicy. It's a little sweet, a little spicy. It goes very well. It's very holiday-ish again.
Okay.
So all we're gonna do, it should have a nice level of moisture, so it kind of sticks. You see how how it just sticks right there? It's not dry. So I'm gonna fill this up about 3/4, 2/3 of the way. Just getting the stuffing as far to the end as you can. So we're gonna roll it. There's a certain way to tie roast.
Okay.
And what I'm going to show you is the way that I was taught years ago from a butcher. It could be a little bit complicated, something that you have to practice.
Okay.
If this is a little bit challenging, then people typically will just cut off pieces and they'll tie it.
Okay.
They'll cut off another piece and tie it and tie it.
I've seen that done.
So what I'm doing here is I'm doing one, double knot. And you have to actually, I think you have to come from this side.
Let me go on that side, yeah, because I can't see what you're
To
doing.
see. So I'm taking the string and I'm flipping it over and going under. And you just keep doing that.
Okay.
And like I say, when you're doing this for 500 people, this is a very quick method as opposed to cutting little pieces of string and individually tying it. And Johnny, this pork loin it's about 2 pounds, 2.5 pounds, and it's about 1/3 the size of a normal pork loin, of a whole pork loin. So now I have that, so I'm going to go flip it under there once, flip it under the last one, then you bring it back to the top.
And tie it, okay.
And we tie it, and that's it. So now I'm taking this wonderful pork loin.
What is that, just pepper?
A little black pepper.
Okay.
Yep, a little salt and pepper. That's it, nice and easy. Now I have 5 strips of bacon. And the reason I'm doing this is it helps to keep it moist. And obviously with the bacon, it gives it a nice flavor to it.
There you go.
So we're going to take this, we're going to place it in a 325-degree oven for, like I said, 45 minutes to an hour. So we have the pork loin in the oven. We're going to make the sauce. So what I have here is bacon.
All right.
Everybody loves bacon. Bacon
Yes.
just makes everything so much better. So I have a little bit of oil in this pan. And what we're going to do is we're going to kind of render the fat of the bacon and just kind of get it a bit crispy. Pour off a little bit of the grease because we don't want it to be too greasy. We add our onions. These are Vidalia onions.
Okay.
So Vidalia are naturally a sweeter
Sounds
onion.
good.
And then we're going to add a little bit of the chopped garlic. And then we're going to cook this down for a couple of minutes. You want to get it to the point where you see the onions are a bit translucent, they're not
Okay.
browning.
Okay.
The garlic is definitely not browning.
You don't want to
Well,
overcook it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're pretty much at that point. This is pomegranate juice.
Okay.
So I'm going to add that. And we're going to reduce that down a little bit. And we take the Dijon mustard.
Now, is that going to give it a tart taste?
Yes, because this is a very sweet drink.
Got it.
It helps to cut the sweetness, and it blends very well.
Okay.
Same with the pomegranate is not a sweet juice,
Right.
you know, because that's just an all natural pomegranate juice.
That's a nice color.
Yeah, so you can smell the vinegar from from the mustard at this point. Then we add a little bit of this coquito.
How much did you add?
Well, that about 3 ounces.
Okay.
This is a small batch. Actually, the
Okay.
recipe that we will be presenting is for a larger batch.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to bring this back to a simmer. Let it simmer for a couple of minutes. We'll season with a little salt and pepper if needed, because it
Okay.
depends. You know, some bacon's saltier than others, so that's why you always want to wait for
Wait
that.
till the end.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense.
Now I don't know if you can smell it, because you can smell the
It
coconut
does.
from that.
Yes.
And then this will reduce down, like I said, 3 or 4 minutes until it gets that nice consistency.
Now, I know the Coquito has Bacardi. How does that tie into this sauce? Especially if you're going to serve it to,
Well,
to your family and you have children.
right. No, I'm glad you asked. Well, basically because the boiling point of alcohol is lower than water. So this boiling, at this point, the alcohol is already burned out.
Okay.
So you're left with the flavor, and none of the alcohol effects of it. So can you see that?
Yes.
Is that nice?
Looks very nice.
Yeah, I would probably reduce it just another minute or two, just to get that right consistency. So we're gonna let that go, and I'm gonna go check on the pork loin. I'll be
Okay.
right back.
All right.
Thanks.
Perfect.
Thanks. All right, so our pork loin is now ready.
Looks amazing.
It smells amazing.
It does.
You ready to taste it?
I'm ready.
Excellent. So the only thing that you want to make sure you do is remove the strings.
Yes.
So the bacon actually comes off. And what you want to do is it should all just kind of peel off. You can take this bacon, chop it up, add it to your sauce if you want a more
Okay.
bacony flavor, or you can like crumble it on top, or just eat it while you're preparing dinner for everybody.
Can't have that go to waste.
No, I know, definitely. So we have our nice oven roasted, cornbread stuffed pork loin.
It looks really good.
So, like I said, it's a very nice, it's a holiday dish if you want to do something different. A lot of people, Thanksgiving, Christmas time, they'll do a roasted turkey and a baked ham. And, that's all fine and dandy.
Okay.
I think this is just something different. If instead of the ham, do a nice, offer your turkey, but also, a nice little
Okay.
pork loin like this if someone wants to have a little bit of both.
So this will go great with your traditional sides.
Yeah, definitely. Because, again, it has the cranberries, it has the pecans in there, the pomegranate, the cornbread, and of course the coquito. My gosh, you can't go wrong with that. So we'll just take that, and just lay it all on top. How good is that?
Looks really good.
Are you ready to eat?
I am.
Perfect. Okay. So, because we did wrap it in bacon and everything, it's very moist. It has a bit of a spice to it, but then it's kind of offset with the sweetness of the sauce.
That is delicious.
Isn't that great?
It
We
is.
make a great team.
We do.
Excellent.
Great
So I'll be
job.
over to your house for
Thanksgiving?
the holidays, yeah.
Of course.
Come over mine.
Sounds like a
Great.
plan. Thank you, Paul.
So, thank you for coming, Margarita. Thank you for watching. If you liked what you saw here, then please like us on Facebook, just subscribe to our YouTube channel, and have a wonderful holidays, and we'll see you next month.